Okay, Serene.
Hi.
Okay, so what look are we doing today?
So I'm going to be just using kind of like if I had to run out the house and look presentable for an event or an interview, essentially like my made-up look. And I do wear like a full coverage, or for me, full coverage, which is like medium for everyone else. I always get complaints about that for filming, but otherwise I'll use like a tinted moisturizer. I'm using the Milk Makeup Blur Stick as my primer. Do you like it?
I love it, yeah.
I love that it's silicone free.
Wait, is it in your makeup bag Monday?
It was like...
Yeah,
it was.
Okay. Because I know that oftentimes you do carry on one item. You're like, I really enjoyed it this week, so I'm going to carry it on to the following week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not in this week.
It's not in this week because it's drugstore week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. When I'm filming this, it's drugstore week. So it just depends. Like, but a lot of times, like, if I really like this, I won't pick another primer. I'll just keep using it.
So you're like the hardest worker on YouTube, in my opinion.
Oh,
5 videos a week.
5 videos a week, plus I relaunched my blog this year.
And podcast too.
And my podcast. The podcasts were a little behind for the year because everybody's still like on vacation.
Yeah. It's funny because when you went on vacation, you're like, this is going to be my last video for the year. I think it was only like 5 days or something like that you took off.
Yeah. But by the way, I didn't really take 5 days off. I just didn't post.
Yeah, it's crazy because I felt empty. Like, I'm like, dude, it's Sunday. Like, where the fuck are you? It's Makeup Bag Monday. Where are you? Tester Tuesday. What's on Wednesday? It's Love It or Leave It, right?
Love It or Leave It Wednesdays, but honestly, like, that's kind of just, like, another day of reviews or mini reviews or, like, I think yesterday was Wednesday, so I did empties.
Empties? Oh, yeah.
You know, like, it's just so that you remember that I'm coming back.
Yeah.
But
that's really nice to have, like, a consistent schedule to fall back on, or, like, for, as a viewer.
Yeah.
Have a consistent schedule to fall back on, just like when you were a kid and you used to watch The Simpsons at 7:30 every night or whatever.
I think that's what I want when I watch a channel. Like, I want to know when you're coming back. Oh, so I'm wearing the Sisley Le Tint foundation.
That looks really nice.
It's really nice. It's like the most expensive foundation I've ever tried.
How much is it?
I think it's $175 or $170.
Oh, yeah.
But it was part of my Tester Tuesdays series. And I have to say, it's very nice.
But you know what? If it's a good foundation with like skincare benefits and whatnot, does it have skincare benefits?
Yeah, it's an anti-aging foundation, and previously I had used the By Terry one, like that's kind of equivalent to this, but I like this one more.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's in the if it's that situation, then I feel like it's worthwhile. Whereas if it's something like blush, I feel so guilty.
Yeah, don't spend money on blush. Well, even if you had like a skincare infused blush, like really, like I wear just so little of it, you know. So concealer and foundation is something I would always splurge on, and the primer. The primer, it's like or if you're not gonna wear primer, obviously, then just make sure your skincare is really good. You tried this, right?
I have the bigger one, but that size is perfect. I really want to get that one.
I bought the big one first. But I think this one's better for foundation.
Is that the number 8, the one that you're holding on your right hand?
Yeah, this is 8. This is 7.
7, okay.
And this is my Jouer concealer in number 2 Bisque.
What's your MAC skin color?
Last I checked, which was a few years ago, is NC 25 or 30.
I think I'm a little bit darker than you. I always thought that was NC25, but I guess I'm wrong.
No, because I think we had this conversation at lunch one time when you're like, no, I wear that shade. And I'm like, no, I wear that shade. But we're not the same, but we are.
Are you more yellow or?
I have yellow, but I have a lot of red, actually.
Gotcha.
I remember being in college in like a makeup effects class, and the makeup teacher was like, that's why people like get confused as to like what I am.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just yellow undertone. I have a lot of like pinks. I try to go more neutral whenever I can.
You got your bronzer, your blush, all that other stuff to like balance everything out. So
yeah, I think because I just had horrible experiences of being color matched like younger. And I'm like, I don't like the way I look. I like looking like me, which isn't brown or muddy. Because I feel like a lot of times people color match me and I look muddy.
Or ashy, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's that?
This is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder.
And you just put that on your under eyes?
Yeah, just to set the cream concealer.
Gotcha. That brush is perfect too. It's like nice and tapered.
Yeah, this is the Sigma F35. I bought this before I started YouTube because everybody was like a Sigma brush.
Yeah.
You know how everybody's like talking about Sigma?
Yeah.
So I bought like all the favorites of whoever I was watching at the time. So I'm going in with Wonder Brow, and this is one of those things that like I thought was a gimmick. And I
actually see it on Instagram all the time, yeah.
I actually stole this from my friend. I was over at her house giving her her Christmas present, and she was like we were just talking about makeup, and she's like, I bought that Wonder Brow, I don't like it. And I'm like, can I have it? And she's like, I used it. I'm like, can I have it? Because I don't want to order it.
Yeah.
And look how much I've used. That's a lot. Like that's a lot of product to be used for someone like me who has options. So I would say the learning curve is the reason a lot of people won't like it.
Okay.
But once you kind of figure it out, it's amazing because I don't have to worry about my brows disappearing throughout the day.
And the tail end especially, yeah.
Yeah. And I've worked out with it. I've taken naps with it. Like, it just doesn't go anywhere. And it's not crispy. Like, you would think it would be crispy because of it being kind of like a gel. But it's not. So it's just it's really nice. I like it. I typically just use a brow powder, like from Anastasia or whatever. If I forget, I'll use an eyeshadow. But that doesn't last very long. And like, this tail's not going to go anywhere.
My sister taught me this trick that's like, it's actually really useful. So you put primer on your tail end, and then you put your powder on or whatever brow product.
Oh, really?
And it works, yeah.
I might have to try that one too.
Yeah. Well, you have the Too Faced Shadow Insurance right there. That's what I use.
Oh. That
And
stuff's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so I just do this, and then if I feel like I want more dimension, I'll go in with a brow powder, and it kind of just makes this kind of like makes everything else stick. So this is my Anastasia Brow Duo. I've gone through so many of these.
I have one, and I used to travel with it. I mean, not travel with it, but just like have it in a makeup bag, and then it started like chipping away, and then the little powders will get on all of my products, like that's in the makeup bag. So, and that's like a huge pet peeve of mine, so I just keep that in one place. Does that happen with you?
I will travel with this, and I haven't had an issue, but I know what you're talking about because I used to have, like before Anastasia was around, or I knew about it, I was using the Clinique version of this, and it was always in my school bag, and it just got everywhere. Yeah, it's not pretty.
It isn't pretty. Like when packaging isn't pretty, I just don't like to reach for it. Sorry.
It's kind of why I like luxury products.
Yeah.
For eyeshadow, I think is like the most, where I change it up the most. So I'm using my Shadow Insurance. I lost the cap yesterday, so it's kind of dry right now. But so I'm just reaching for like my go-to if I have to. It's Marc Jacobs Style. I can't ever remember this name. About Last Night Style Icon number 20. So this has got everything I need.
How many shadows are in there? 20?
Yeah.
Damn.
How'd you do that so quick?
Oh, I just looked at it. It's like a grid. My dad taught calculus, so.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm like the worst at math, actually.
So all of my brushes, except for the Artiste ones and like the Sigma, are from Real Techniques or like drugstore because I really like these.
Yeah, I love Real Techniques brushes. I bought like a kit, and then one of my cousins like needed brushes, so I gave it away, and then now I'm like, I have remorse from it, you know? Almost like buyer's remorse, but like giving away remorse.
Oh my gosh, I do that sometimes.
Empty out stuff. Yeah, like get rid of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Just empty out stuff.
I get overwhelmed, and then I just like get rid of things, and then I'm like, oh wait, I needed that to refer to. I also like just, if people need something, I like to be able to give it to them. And then like my signature look is I always use a shimmery gold on my lid.
Do you do an average of like 3 colors on your eyeshadow look?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like watching an artist at work.
I don't think I'm that good at doing my, like I can do my makeup, but I don't think I'm like, you know when you watch YouTube, you're like, oh wow, like that person just transformed themselves.
Yeah. Like Lisa Eldridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Every
Lisa,
time I watch her.
not even Lisa, like, because Lisa still, like, just makes you look beautiful, but you.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Mhm.
But, like, some people will, like, with the amount of contouring and, like...
Oh, so they look like a different person
Yeah.
completely? Yeah. I really want to, like, have my makeup done by someone like that.
Like JD Wadey.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I just discovered her because my friend.
Yeah.
She's like huge, but like you know when you just don't know.
Yeah.
So she is like known for her contouring, like especially the nose contour. Like she does bridal makeup, and if you see the brides before, and then you see them after she touches them, you're like, whoa.
See, I don't know if I would want that for a bridal.
Not for
makeup.
my wedding,
Yeah.
but for fun, it would be fun.
On your wedding day, you kind of want to look like you, yeah?
Yeah.
You would hope.
I don't want my eye shape to change, you know, like I want to look like me.
I guess it also helps when you have like, because your husband is a photographer.
He is now. He wasn't when we got married, but yeah. I mean, now there's times when he'll edit me and I'm like, that doesn't look like me. Like, I'm like, what'd you do? I look weird. And it's usually just because he gets carried away.
It's like when you edit away all the freckles and like all the, or you add on like a bunch of freckles or something like that and you don't look like yourself.
Well, he'll do this thing where he'll smooth out my skin so much that I don't think I look real. Because I don't need that much smoothing. I need a little. Yeah. But everyone does, by the way. Like, everyone needs a little smoothing just because of the way our cameras are now. He'll, like, do this thing where he'll get rid of all of my under eye wrinkles. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't look real. Like, I can hear you, man. But that's just him, like, playing and trying to do an artistic look versus... Because he knows how to...
Edit.
Yeah. Like, he'll edit photos of our dogs.
Yeah, they look like huskies afterwards.
Well, no, he'll be like, did you see? I'll be like, oh, wow, that's a really good picture of Dolly and Cooper. And he's like, did you see what I did? I'm like, no, I have no idea what you did. Like, I can't tell. He's like, I shadowed the fur so that it's defined. Oh, my gosh. I'm like, his artistic eye is, like, way different from mine. Like, he'll see colors I don't see. I'm sure it's the opposite way around, too, when you wear makeup and you're like, my inner corner highlight is absolutely brighter than it was yesterday. Yeah. You know? He's like, I don't see it. I was at a shoot and he was with me and they were putting me in this, what I swear was a black dress. But he's like, no, that's navy and black. I'm like, no, it's all black. He's like, no, it's navy and black. And then I'm like, it's gold and white and gold. Yeah, that dress situation too. We could not see the same colors like whatsoever. The creative director was like, no, that's navy. And I'm like, okay, you guys are the artists. Like, you guys are visual artists. Do you remember those, like, illusion books where if you stared at it long enough, it would become 3D? Yeah, no. That never worked on me. Me neither. I couldn't do it. It would hurt my eyes by the time, like, anything would happen. I would, like, step away and then look back and then, I don't know. That's frustrating for me. Yeah. And everyone at school would, like, see it and be like, oh, cool. I'm like, I don't see it. Yeah. Or you pretend to see it. I used to do that because I didn't want to be left out. So this is the Laura Mercier Rose Gold Caviar Stick. Yes. Ah. I love this stuff. It does not move. Oh, my God. I only have it in black. Oh, that's an intense color. Yeah. I never wore it as a normal, like, eyeshadow because it's so... Intense. Intense, yeah. But I love it. I will use this Grandiose liner from Lancome today. Ooh, I love that. Do you have it? Mm-hmm. And then I'll go over it again after I put on my lashes. This is just kind of like a guide. Mm-hmm. I started doing what you do, though, where you switch out your makeup bag every Monday. Uh-huh. But I don't do it every Monday. I do it every time I can. Uh-huh. So I'll grab a different foundation and then use that for a few days and then... just so I can get through stuff. Although I do end up doing the same kind of makeup look every day, I just gotta use different products. So it's actually really nice. I like that. That's where that series came about because I was like, I'm using the same 5 things. Mm-hmm. If you have more makeup, switch it up, and if you don't like it, throw it away. Yeah. This is like the oldest eyelash curler because I can't find it. I know I could order it. It's the Shu Uemura one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they used to sell it at Sephora. Yeah, they stopped selling it at stores in America. The Shu Uemura store, like, closed down as well. I really don't know the reason behind it, but you can order it off Amazon. Yeah, I need to, because this is from when it used to be available in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly the best. I've tried the Shiseido one. That's okay, but it pinches me a little bit.
Yeah, no.
So I'm going in with mascara, and this is the Sisley Paris one, So Intense. It actually has peptides in it to help lengthen your lashes.
Oh, nice.
And I've noticed, like, my lashes seem longer and fuller.
And it's a little comb, too.
Yeah, I didn't think I would like this because of the applicator, but I actually really enjoy it. How did you come up with this series? Were you just like, I want to just have people on?
I don't know. I mean, since the beginning, I've always had, like, other people on my channel.
Well, yeah, but this one's been
so-
like a Get Ready With Me series.
I love watching people put on their makeup. I mean, that's what I watch every day on YouTube, you know?
That's why I think YouTube is so great.
Like, I love watching, like, my family members put on their makeup and stuff, and then asking them about what they do and why they do it, and, like, because it's so different from the way I do my makeup.
Yeah.
And then, like, especially people on YouTube, where they're so used to changing up their look.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like you change up your look every week, you know? But yeah, I just like watching other people do their makeup, and that's the way I started.
I like it. I think it's fascinating. Because it's not just like a Get Ready With Me. Well, it is, but like...
Yeah. But it's also like an interview at the same time. In a sense, it's like a way to get to know the reasoning, or like reasons behind why people do their makeup a certain way. Like, some people love mascara. Like, I don't wear mascara on a day-to-day basis.
I remember you told me that,
Yeah.
and I was like, what?
Yeah, but everyone loves it, yeah?
Yeah.
And I understand why. People are very different.
I mean, obviously, like, everyone has their, like, thing, but
Yeah.
it's just always interesting, like, why, like, I don't really contour, but I do need to, like, bronze.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm using the Hourglass Sunset Trio.
Ooh, that's so pretty.
Have you seen it?
I mean, I've seen it in your videos. It's really pretty.
So, I really like using this because I, for whatever reason, can't blend right here.
I have a birthmark right there, so I have a really hard time blending.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, because, you know, when I touch it or when I'm, like, I've even tried, like, shaving it to see if it's because of hair.
Uh-huh.
It just doesn't want to blend on that patch of skin.
I wonder what it is. Maybe you need a different type of moisturizer on that specific spot.
Like, just right there.
Maybe. I don't know.
So, yeah, so I find that if I use a cream, it kind of helps. Contouring doesn't look that great on me, I find, because my cheekbones are so high.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hate blushes because I can't get it to, like, I don't feel like it ever looks right. So again, like with the cream, it just looks a little bit more subtle and natural.
Blush is my favorite product, but I
Really?
feel guilty spending a lot of money on it, but it's my favorite thing to put on.
But if it's your favorite, like, get something you love.
There are things that I love that are like more,
Reasonably
like
priced.
Wet n Wild makes an amazing blush.
Right?
Yeah.
I always am shocked at how great their
Yeah.
blushes are.
The most I've ever spent on like a blush though is like $60, and I felt
Which
like
one was it?
shit doing that. It's the Giorgio Armani. It's like it's in a dropper.
Oh, how is that one?
Oh, it's amazing. I ended up just like distributing it into like little containers and giving it to like my cousins and my sisters. I have a ton of sisters, and even then I left myself like a sixth of the product.
Mm-hmm.
And after a year, I finally finished it. I don't know. There's something about finishing a product that
I don't
just
feel so wasteful.
Yeah, I
right?
feel really good after finishing a product. I'm like, dude, I finished this. I'm proud of myself for doing that.
Also, I rather, like, I don't care if you want to keep that price, but it's not practical to give me so much product.
Yeah,
Like,
especially if it's like 12 months, you have to use it, or 24 months or whatever.
yeah, like powders is different because those last longer, but like, I've never gone through an actual mascara. It's gone bad before.
Mhm.
So I would really appreciate it if they gave me actual mascara sizes that I could use up because I feel
Yeah.
like it's very wasteful.
Whenever I use the Boy Brow from Glossier, I actually run out of the product.
I run out of that too.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
I
actually out.
use it up.
Yeah.
It's a good size. It's teeny tiny, but it's a good size because you finish it in time.
Yeah, and I think it's fairly priced
Yeah.
too for that reason.
Totally. So I applaud them for that. Is that the Becca Shimmering?
Yeah, this is the Moonstone. So after I did the cream, I used the Jouer bronzer in Suntan to kind of set. And then I used the blush in Rose for my cheeks to just make it a little bit more. And this is for like filming or events.
Mm-hmm.
If I just wanted to look pretty, I would just stick with the cream. So we're gonna do some lashes now. If you're new to lashes, I recommend getting half strips.
Mm-hmm.
Like these Ardell Accents. These are my favorite because they just look more natural and they're easier to handle. So the trick with this is kind of wait for the glue to almost turn clear, so that you don't create a mess. And then look down and place it. So once my lashes are done, I just go in with the liner and kind of like smooth out the line.
So if you can only leave the house with one product on, what would it be?
Brows.
3 products on, what would it be?
Brows, mascara, cream blush. My mom always was like, you need to wear blush. You look sick without blush. So
yeah.
it's always stuck with me. Even though I don't love blush,
yeah,
I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I love blush, so I can't even imagine not putting blush on.
I think I just have to find the right kind.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you know who I am or like you watch my videos, red lips are like my thing.
Yeah.
But I also hate putting lip products on, so this would be me 90% of the time. Like, I'll do everything but the lips. If I'm going somewhere and I know I'm going to be photographed, I'll put the red lips on, or if I just feel like I need it, I'll do a liquid lipstick, which is my Jouer liquid lip cream in Cabernet. That's like the one for the winter. Like, that's been my red. But in an effort of not turning around, this is the one I'm going to pull. This is my Sisley one. I actually really like it because it's not as drying, but it's not long lasting either.
Is the tip like a lipstick tip?
Yeah.
It is. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you know those chubby sticks, they have like, it comes to a point?
Yeah, this one's like a lipstick tip.
Uh-huh.
And I think the packaging is so pretty.
It is, yeah. I've never even heard of Sisley before you. I've never tried anything from them. No. Oh, that's beautiful.
So I get like as straight as I can, but the reason I like to go in with the liner afterwards, is because I can clean it up.
You do a lot of giveaways too, which I really like. How do you organize that?
It's actually a full-time job, just doing the giveaways, which sucks because I have to pull back every so often and just not do it so I can think.
Yeah.
But I like doing the giveaways because the reaction I get from the winners is worth it. Like when they send me the photo and be like, hey, I just want to let you know I got it. And I actually do, like, I give products away without telling people sometimes. Like, that's why I have the newsletter now, is I really want to focus on the people that have been there to support me, not just people who are around for the giveaways. And the newsletter is great because I have your email. So a lot of times I'll just like, hey, guess what? You're this month's winner. So it's kind of nice that way that I can really just highlight people that care. Yeah. You know? I just have amazing subscribers. Like one woman, this isn't even for her children or her family. There's someone in like her neighborhood, their house burned down around the holidays, and there's like I think 2 or 3 teenage girls. So that sucks. They lost everything, and she was just like, hey, I don't know if you have any used makeup or anything that you just don't want. Yeah. But these girls lost their home, and it's the holidays, and you know, just any idea, like, and her kids actually said, don't get us Christmas presents. Yeah. Get these girls or this family stuff. And so I was like, okay, what's your address? And I just sent her like whatever I could. Yeah. And she's like, thank you so much. Like, I'm gonna walk it over there. Like, just the amount of giving and love that my subscribers have for other people. Yeah. It gives me hope in people again. Because I think sometimes when you live in LA, or just reading the social media feeds, like sometimes you're just, it wears on you, and to see the outreach from this little community that we have, it's just really amazing. Yeah, like I want to do giveaways to like show my appreciation, because I don't get to do this without the people watching. Yeah, totally. I'm not a full blogger, but you know, blogging enough.
Dude, I feel like you're a full blogger. You have a legit site.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I think that's what everyone feels like. They kind of just, they feel like they don't know what they're doing, but then I think you really do. I mean, like, obviously you do.
Well, YouTube, I feel like I know a little bit more what I'm doing, but with blogging, because I have this vision, and it's like so hard to make this vision come true because it's all coding. Yeah. And
it looks really good on my end, like as a
Okay.
as a reader, as a viewer, as a listener too. It looks really good.
oh, thank you. That makes me feel so much
Yeah.
better. But
You should be really proud of that.
Thanks.
That's what I mean when I say that you're the hardest worker on YouTube. Like, you do so much more than just YouTube.
thank you. Well, I want that to, because we don't know how long YouTube's gonna be around,
Yeah, exactly.
and I want a way to be able to communicate to people. That's why that's where the newsletter and the blog comes from. It's like, if you really want to get to know me and be a part of this community, in case YouTube disappears, I own SereineWu.com, so there's always this platform for me to hopefully communicate. And the podcast, like, it's kind of like what you do, like, you're interested in, like, how people get ready and things, like, so.
Yeah, it's fun to listen to too, or just to have in like your longer videos. I really like because I watch those when I get ready in the morning.
Yeah.
And even if I don't like physically watch it, I'll hear it.
Yeah.
It's like a podcast, so I really like that.
That's why I actually started keeping my videos longer, because people like it.
Yeah.
And I know some people are like, your videos are too long, I never watch a whole one. I'm like, well, I have shorter ones.
Yeah.
I have like 3 years worth of short ones because
Yeah.
I was told I had to make my videos short.
Yeah.
But then as I just tried to be more myself,
Yeah.
people really enjoyed it. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, I watch it when I get ready in the morning. It's the perfect amount of time. Because it's about like 18 to 25 minutes. Yeah. And that's how much time I have to get ready. This is my kind of like go-to look.
I like it. It looks good.
So yeah, that's my look. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for doing this. Yeah, so just subscribe to your channel if you haven't already. I'll have all the links down below. All right, bye.